Going through one of the books, and it's in French, and it's coded. It's coded to me in the sense that because I'm the original Belle, the events with Belleville brought on, Bella Hadid and all of those guys. That, Cairo managing and Oman and events that took overseas because of the Ottoman portion, they kind of, and what happened with Mecca and all of that. So I'm the authentic Belle because remember, this is a 25-year true story. I'm the oldest one in the group. And I'm not really connected to these people. We were connected to Canada, but we got injured in Canada and the United States really bad. Make a long story short, it talks about Belle. So it's talking in reference to Belle, for me, but they're talking to somebody else and they're saying never. It's encoded in French that it's some type of maze. That, it's a gladiator run. It has to be group 3. These new things that I'm putting on Pinterest, it's group 3. We are day like 10,113, something like that. I'm too tired for that. And I'm going to answer to that, as they say, never maze. They actually have to mind their own business when it comes to global corporates. They're interfering. And we are creating a gay structure that's a little bit uneducated when it comes to UNESCO and money and what it means for tourism and the definition of defining the world differently. They really have to mind their business. But with AI now, I really believe the world might be ending because nobody will tolerate that. They are latched on for years and it's so unhealthy. Like they're putting you to sleep and coming into your home. They don't touch anything really because I guess they're mandated because of Geneva. In the future, if Geneva's not there, they may touch everything. It's a problem. We don't want to live like this. If they want to live like that, then they can go back to their own countries. And they don't get that. So they're in the vicinity, controlling. And that control mechanism is friggin' lethal. Like, you don't understand. They created all kinds of diseases. They wiped out all of Iraq. They did power outages and they eliminated races and their house decorating. And, I talked about house decorating at one point in the story. So before you say never, that it's a maze for this woman, because she's a woman, you need to mind your business. Like, I can't believe the interference. When people are nosy like that, it's possible that they mate in groups that they just find it normal to be nosy. In our culture, we're very, very private. Our citizens are very, very private. So if you come into my bubble, we don't like it. Like, we're not a compound facility. We are Hannan, the area, and if you blow it off, that's okay. You will get this message. And that's what's going on. And it's very daunting because up the street, big men are sitting there with guns. And they can't do anything because of AI. So they sit there watching them come in, paying the hackers to come in. Millions of dollars. And the guys down the street don't comprehend. They're giving my money but they have like a boy bond between boy and woman. They choose boy. And I think they're following like the Kurdish mandate first before the Turkish comes out. It doesn't work like that. We're losing so much UNESCO. And they don't get the corporate portion of it or the business transactions that are about to come. And this person died. So if I die in a year from now, they'll probably be happy. And they'll just build their like goddess on top of the mount to land on that suffering man's cock. That's all they want to do, and travel, because it's a gay structure that's very, very not efficient in existence, and it's a facade, a different one now. It went from children to these guys to cover the glob that's swallowing the globe. And he can swallow the globe. We don't want to interfere with that. But the minute you block academia and its presentation, and you interfere with countries, and you create World War I and World War II in Canada, that's too much power to one person. And with AI now, we don't want to live like that. Like, you don't get it. We don't want to live where you're walking into someone's house and then they say stuff like, we'll never do it again. Bull friggin' shit. We won't be even able to, like, register our kids for law school. Forget it. We're going to be laborers, you know, and they're going to travel the globe. The minute you produce a child, either the army's going to take it. That's a disaster at this point. The tunnel kids are going to go. You're going to go to one of those tunnel kids. That's another disaster. It's going to go into media. That's another disaster. You know, it's going to go possibly to prison. That's another disaster. Like, we don't want to live like this, and we don't have to. So that's why I'm telling you, you got to mind your business. Like, we've never seen anything so damn nosy. It's a primitive form of ape. And it's fascinating. If you want to wire the whole planet up to your asshole, do it somewhere else. Why are you interfering? It's because Prophet Hanna is very lucrative. That's the issue. And even if I don't type, they're in my friggin' head. It's $1 trillion head. Another entry.